All right, so first part's done. Second part, now we have to look at the drawing and make some changes. Luckily, there's only 3 things that need to change, so it should be pretty easy. But before we move on, how'd you do? How do we check this? Well, we check it by looking at the mass, if there's a material applied, or the volume, okay? So right now, no material is applied, so I'm gonna look at the volume. So evaluate mass properties, and it's telling me here that I have this much volume, okay? 13.4 cubic inches. If I right click and I apply a material, so just plain carbon steel, whatever is called out on the drawing, make sure you apply. Mass properties now 3.7 pounds. If you were participating in the design competition, this is your answer right here for part 1. And now you'll have to do it all over again. But luckily this year was pretty easy, just 3 changes. So let's take a look. First thing I want to do for my changes is features. Make sure Instant 3D is turned on. With it turned on now, I could just click on the model itself and it will allow me to click on any dimension that makes up that feature, right? So any dimension that makes up that feature that's keyed in there. This is a pattern you see here, all these features here. So now what I can do is I can click and I can drag this out to make some changes, or double click on it if I just want to do that and I'm not messing around, right? So 2.7 changes now to 3.4. Let's rebuild my model. You'll notice have some errors going on here. Okay, so yellow would be an error or a warning, right? Yellow would be a warning. Red here, this is an error. But what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna just ignore that, okay? So now the next thing I wanna do is change around that height, okay? So the height goes from 3.35 to 4.5. So just start guessing around, double clicking, seeing where you can find those dimensions. You just need access to them, okay? That's all we need to do. All right. And then the last thing was the height of this little, call it the offshoot, changes to 3.5. Boom, like that. Okay, so now let's start taking a look at what we got. Well, actually, my job now is gonna be to fix it. So this is what I got. You know what? I'm just gonna right click. I can edit the features and see what's going on. And look at the faces now have changed. And I think what happens is if I take a section view here and I look inside, what I'm gonna find is that it looks like I don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, that looks good on the inside there. Cool. So it kind of took care of itself. I'm gonna right click on this and I'm actually gonna suppress it. Totally could delete it, that's fine. Suppressing just removes it. It's kind of like a delete that I can actually undo if I change my mind, because this is a competition here. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna try to figure things out and kind of guess along the way and hope I have it right, okay? Now, next thing I'm gonna do is my fillets, okay? I'm gonna edit the feature, take a look at that. Okay, missing edges. I could just start clicking around here. Which edge is missing? I'm gonna just drag this down to change it. See that? Okay. I don't really know what's gonna fix this. Let me see what's wrong here. If I click this, I can try with Feature Expert to see if that repairs it. So click what's wrong. Feature Expert, it will try to. Okay, unable to repair it. That means it's probably gonna be a complicated fix. So I'm just gonna not even spend any more time. Remember, this is a competition. Suppress, so I can always go back to what I had. And I'm just gonna try my best to do this. Make sure the dimension's correct, 0.188. Click, okay. Remember, looking at our previews, if we have our preview, that means it works. How about here? All right, so I don't have time. I'm just gonna keep going through here and I'm gonna actually just copy it. Control, hold the control key, drop to place it, boom. Super easy like that. There we go. All right, so everybody, this is phase 2. What's your answer? Evaluate with plain carbon steel. Mass properties, 4.46 is my answer. I hope you got something similar. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know which was your favorite tip. My favorite feature or tip that was in there was actually dealing with that fillet. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. How did you do? And stay tuned. This is gonna be a series here We're gonna model some more challenges next time. So see you soon.